Hello and welcome to another DJI Neo Drone video. Now today's video is a video I have never done before. Now today I'm going to be flying this with my mobile phone. Now I've never actually done that before. I've never been able to get it connected. There's always been connection issues and I just haven't been able to, as a beginner, to figure it out, to get it working. But now I have got it working, so I can actually run, let me just get rid of that. I can run this camera. I've got an ND16 filter on the front, but I can actually, I don't know if you can see that. Hello. Yeah, so I've got it on the screen at the moment. You've got your start to get it up, so you can do all of your different modes. Don't know if you can see that on the camera there. Oh, there's too much glare. But you've got all your different modes, but you've also got a thing called manual mode. Now with manual mode, you've got your takeoff, you've got your record, you can record audio, and yeah, you can just change all the settings, whether you want it 4K 30 or 1080 at 60 frames. But what I'll do is I'll get it up in the air and we'll test it and see exactly what it's like responsive wise with the controller. So what I'll do is, you can see there, you just hold that down, it will then take off. Now, what I'll do is I'll get it up and out the way. So I'm going to turn it round so I can sync it up, get it away from that sun. Get the gimbal down a little bit so you can see where I am. It doesn't seem to want to do it. There we go. So I'm down here, I'm going to press record now so I can sync it up. So it's recording on the drone now. Hello. Right, okay, so you'll be able to see sort of this view as well as that. I'm going to take it up in the air just because it's very noisy. But I just wanted to test the also the height of it and the sort of the distance you can go on. Obviously it's a bit more of a mess around having a sort of touch screen. Don't know if you can see on there, I'll come round so you can see a bit better. But yeah, on there you've got your touch screen, you've got your ups and your downs, you've got your forward and back, move to left and right in your rotation. You can record and stop there. You can actually record audio, I believe, there. And then your settings down here for your 4K 30 frames. And then you've got a little screen here, but I believe you can push that button there when it finally works. And I thought you could make it full screen. There you go. So now you've got your full screen, so you can do your forward and back, your sort of left and right and everything here. The gimbal is from this little slider here. But obviously you have all of these issues because of the Wi-Fi signal on the phone. But anyway, so you'll see me flying it via here. I'm going to try and keep the phone near it at all times. Bring it down a little bit. It's not massively responsive, to be honest. I mean, I'm pushing down here and it hasn't moved. Not responsive whatsoever. I'm pushing up, I'm pushing forward, I'm trying to circle it round. But I don't know if you can see on the actual screen, but on here, I'll do it this way. I mean, it might be too much glare, but I'm pushing like forward there, and as soon as I'm pushing forward, obviously it's just moving the stick forward. I'm trying to move all of this. It's not really doing much. There we go, there we go. It said something about not connecting to Wi-Fi. That might be the issue. But I'll bring it down. Yeah, just saying move close to aircraft, signal interference. So I'll try and bring it down a bit so it's a bit closer to the actual phone signal itself. Yeah, that seems to be a bit more responsive when it's down, but obviously you've got the whining noise of the motors, so it's difficult to try and speak on the mic without that doing its thing. So there I am now. Hello. But yeah, it's not as responsive as I thought it would be. It has more issues. Obviously, it's not as good as the controller. The controller has got obviously sort of a better signal. I think it uses a Wi-Fi sort of in different areas. But when I'm looking at this screen, I've got my hand up now and it's sort of very responsive. I don't know what the video footage is going to be like. So I'm going to try and keep it away from that sun so it's not glare. It doesn't look too bad, sort of picture wise, on the actual thing itself. Don't know if you can see on there. But yeah, when it comes to sort of using the mobile phone, it does seem a bit of as soon as you turn your back on it or there's any kind of interference, it cuts the signal off. So that kind of makes me panic a little bit, because obviously if you're trying to film something near water, near trees or whatever, and you can't get it to do what it needs to do, I always think it's going to do that fly off thing. If there's no signal, it's going to do something. If you can't control it via the actual app itself, then obviously you can't do anything. But I just wanted to try doing different things. Now it's lost signal completely. I don't even know if it's recording on the actual drone itself. Yeah, it's disconnected and it's only there. It's what, less than 2 meters away from me, and I'm having to reconnect again. Now it seems to be right. It's in, move closer to the aircraft. I'm basically right there. I mean, I think it might be recording again, but as you can see, there it is. This is where the phone is. I was about here. I was about a foot away from the actual drone itself, and it's doing it again. It's having Wi-Fi issues, signal lost. So when the signal gets lost like that, that's when I start to panic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to terminate this. So I'm going to stop recording now. So that's stop recording, and I'm going to get it to land. But yeah, I mean, obviously the picture looks decent. I don't know if you can still see that. But it's still, obviously still showing you that. I don't know, I think there might be too much glare on the actual screen, but it's still decent picture. But yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan at all. So I'm going to turn all of this off. But yeah, I just wanted to try it. I was just thinking, what if I could just go out using my mobile phone and my drone and just go somewhere and just do a nice little video somewhere. But judging by that, I think I'm going to say no. I don't like it at all. I prefer using the sticks and the slider, the sort of the for the gimbal. I like all of the controls you can use on it. Obviously your phone's stuck in it. The controller itself is using the Wi-Fi signal, so you can turn your Wi-Fi off on your phone and it'll just use the controller itself. I just feel a lot more confident having, you know, a bit of kit in my hand rather than having to slide on a screen. I don't know if you're the same. I don't know if anybody's just bought the drone on its own and is using their mobile phone to fly it. But my personal opinion is, if you can afford to get the RC N3, I think it is, or any of the controllers to use with the Neo, I would spend that a little bit more and have that, especially the, I think is it the RC? Is it just RC or RC2? I'm not too sure. It's whichever one you can use with the Neo that's got the screen actually on the controller, rather than have to faff about putting your screen in, plugging it all in, getting all of this set up, and then trying to get everything else set up. With that screen remote, all you've got to do is just turn it on, turn the drone on, and get it straight up. You don't have to faff about with wires. Obviously, you can do better screen recording on one of those. So that is one thing I will be upgrading. I'm looking to upgrade my drone, as I've said on many a video, and I'd love to get the Mavic 4 that's just come out, but that is serious amounts of money, and I can't really afford anything like that. I'm looking at maybe the DJI Mini 4 Pro is possibly on the cards. People keep saying go for the Flip, but for me, I don't think it's that much of a bigger upgrade than the Neo. It's very similar to the Neo. I've seen people flying it, and there's positives and negatives with it. It seems to crash a lot more from the videos I've seen. It's not as robust as the Neo. I mean, the Neo for a starter drone, I think is fantastic. if you are thinking of starting getting a drone, don't go to Smith's or any of those weird shops where you get toy drones. There's no point. Yeah, there's no point whatsoever. Get yourself a Neo. You can crash them about, you can bash them about. They seem to handle themselves well in the wind. Obviously, it doesn't handle too much of a wind, but it can deal with stuff. You don't really need filters or anything like that. Just get the Neo. Get the controller though. Don't use your mobile phone, because it's, for me personally, I just think it's a bit of a faff, and it's a bit sort of temperamental when it comes to the signal. But yeah, if you've got a DJI Mini, was it 4 Pro 4, whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called now. I think there's a version 5 probably going to be coming out, but I think the version 4 Pro is the one I've been looking at so far to upgrade to. I'm not too sure whether to go second hand and sort of save a little bit of money, or whether to get it brand new and get the DJI Care Refresh package with that. But I just like the fact that when you upgrade your drone from the DJI Neo or the Flip or whatever, once you get to sort of a better model, the propellers don't sound as intense that I've heard. With the Neo, when you start it off, you can just hear that wah noise, and it's just, until you get it sort of 5 meters away from you, it starts to dull. Obviously, when you're recording with these mics, it picks it up quite well, and it is a bit of an annoying sound. Very similar to the Flip. The Flip's quite noisy. So I want something that's got low noise, decent camera. More importantly, because I live in the northeast and it's windy all the time, I've been dying to get out for days and days and days. Today is the only day where it's not windy, and apparently it's going to get windy in about an hour or so, and it's going to be windy for the rest of the week. So I have to pick these little spots to come out and do these videos. So if you don't see a Wednesday video on my channel for these drones, it's because it's too windy to do them. But I try and do many at a time, just so that I can pick and choose the times, and I've still got content for you to watch. So yeah, so if you've got one of those Mini Pro 4 drones, whichever way around they go, Mini 4 Pro, you know what I'm on about. If you've got one of those, let us know in the comments. Is there a difference between the 3 and the 4? Obviously, if I got a 3, it'd be sort of a less expensive. But do you think go for a 4, or do you think wait until the 5 comes out and see what that's all about? As I say, Mavic 4 Pro, that just looks amazing. It's decent with the wind. It's obviously, the gimbal twists round, 360 rotation. It just looks fantastic. I think to buy it, it's about 1,500 quid. I can't afford that, to be honest, unless you watch loads of my videos and YouTube gives me the revenue to pay for that. But I can't afford one of those, so I'm looking at something a bit more 600, 700 pound mark. I want something with a controller with the screen on. I think the Mini 4 Pro has got the screen as well. I think it's around about 700 quid, all included in that. The battery life is about 38 minutes, whereas the Neo is about 10, 15 at a push. So that's the sort of upgrade I'm looking at. So let us know in the comments, if you've got the Mini 4 Pro, how are you getting on with it? Is it worth getting, or would you recommend me wait until the 5 comes out and maybe just spend a little bit more and get whatever that is? So let us know. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and please subscribe. It helps me massively. Gets the videos pushed out there to other people, other drone users, other people that are beginners, and also professionals that can give me advice on certain aspects of flying a drone, which is much appreciated. So that would be great if you could do that as well, and share the videos if you can. Follow me on Instagram and Threads and Facebook. All of the links are in the description, and we can have a little chat. I can see your drone footage and how you're getting on with your travels and walks and things. So until next time, take care of yourself. Hope you're all well, and bye-bye.